Now to do my countdown, my 5 top NFL Super Bowl halftime shows since 1993. Green coffee. So I decided to binge watch all of the NFL halftime shows from 1993 to present. Now, understand, 1993 is the new era of halftime shows. Now, what I want to do is rate my 5 favorite halftime shows since 1993 to present. Of course, in the list of the 5 that I have, Michael Jackson has to be in there simply because he's Michael Jackson and he's iconic. But, the 1993 show, first of all, it's 1993, and we have to keep in mind that 1993 was significantly a different era compared to today, so the standards of performance was different. But simply the fact that it was Michael Jackson being on stage, my man got on stage and stood still for 90 seconds, and the people were going crazy. Why? Because it's Michael Jackson. But of course, also, Michael Jackson is in the top 5. He is my number 5 because he changed the face, he changed the platform, he changed the formula for what all NFL halftime shows will be from that date forward. He is a legend in everything that he does. He was. He was a legend in everything that he did. Number 4 for me was the 2022 Dr. Dre halftime show. And I know for a lot of people that's number 1. And the only reason it's not number 1 for me is because rap is just not my genre of choice. But I gotta tell you, the setup was amazing. How they had those houses, how they had the city of LA mapped out on the floor, how they had these icons, these rap icons just come together and perform was truly amazing. It was spectacular, and the way that everything flowed together was just well done. So definitely Dr. Dre and those that joined him on stage, they're my number 4. 2013 Queen Bee, Miss Beyonce. Of course, come on now. How can Beyonce not make a list? It's Beyonce. Sometimes I just think she's too popular for no reason at all. But y'all gonna kill me if I say that. But no, seriously, she deserved it. This show deserved it. Why? One main thing was when her 2 sisters popped out the floor. My girl brought back Destiny's Child for the halftime performance. There's no possible way you can dismiss the awesomeness of Miss Beyonce in 2013 with the halftime show simply because she brought back her girls. She basically did a tribute to remind everybody that her success is not hers alone. If it was not for Destiny Child, Miss Beyonce would not be where she is today. My number 2, and then, I really thought this was going to be my number 1, but then I did see one that was slightly better. But my number 2 is Miss Janet Jackson. Miss Janet Jackson and her performance was amazing. Just the way that they rolled out everything, they did everything, the performance that they had, how it came together, the set, the dance, everything together was great. And then, of course, she went ahead and kind of ruined her career by... You know what I mean, right? Talking about how that was an accident, it was a wardrobe malfunction. Nah, man, they planned that. And if it wasn't the National Football League, where you had people from around the world, all over the nation, even children watching this, and that's why it's really a problem. The setting for it was a problem. But her, bloop, when Justin Timberlake pulled her dress, and they purposely meant to do that, but she said there was supposed to be her lace bra under it, and it was a malfunction that the bra came off too. Nah, they planned that because she had her nipple covered up. She was ready for it. Even with that accident, it was definitely everybody was talking about that. That actually increased the ratings, I think, of the NFL Super Bowl and the halftime shows because people never knew what to expect. Of course, it caused a drought for 6 years after, where all they were doing was rock and roll just to be safe. But the show itself with Janet Jackson was very good. And then the scandal at the end, man. Who doesn't love a good scandal? And my number one, my ultimate top favorite NFL halftime show since 1993 was 2012 with Madonna. Now, Madonna is an icon from the 80s, early 90s. She is an icon, and her performance was really spectacular. It was a reflection of everything that Madonna is. It was done, it was nice, it was clean. The setup, the stage, all of that was amazing. And she really brought back that ideal aspect of an NFL halftime show. Like, if you cannot hit this top tier, you're not doing it right. But Miss Madonna, she did it right. The acting, the costumes, the setup, the everything, I think, in her performance was top tier. And even the performers that she brought in was also amazing. So my top five: 1993, King of Pop, Michael Jackson. Number 4, 2022, Dr. Dre. Number 3, 2013, Beyonce. Number 2, 2004, Janet Jackson. Almost made it number 1, but nope, Miss Madonna, number 1, was my ultimate top favorite halftime, NFL halftime, Super Bowl show. Now, I can't wait until next year and the years to come to see what everybody else does during the halftime shows. And also remember, the NFL halftime shows would not be what they are today if it was not for a black sitcom that competed with the National Football League, In Living Color.